Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be an unboxing of my Glowforge Pro that came 2 weeks early. So I'm super excited and I am ready to get started with unboxing. Let's go. Alright guys, so of course I wanted to check the packing slip and I should have my Glowforge Pro, a starter pack, an accessory pack, the Glowforge air filter, and I know others were giving me so many suggestions of alternatives to the Glowforge air filter, but I went ahead and got it because my craft room right now does not have a window, and I wasn't really sure like what type of setup I wanted to have in there, and so I went ahead and I got the filter, but it's, as you see, it's not even inside of the craft room because I still have some other things to move around. So we'll see, but I did get the Glowforge air filter and it says a US power cord. So there's 5 things. We will be unboxing 3 boxes and let's see what this is all about, y'all. I am so excited. Okay, so the filter is going to just go on the side of this table for now until I figure out exactly where I want to put my Glowforge. I thought I knew, but yeah, I don't know. So here's the power cord, and one thing I can say, it's packaged very well. I'm just not sure if I should save the box for the filter, which I think I am because it is very important. I will probably say this a few times throughout this unboxing. You really want to save your Glowforge box. It is a big box, and I know if you're like me, big boxes really get under your skin. You just want to get rid of it. However, you want to keep it for warranty reasons, okay? You want to keep it in case you have to send it back, because if you have to send it back, they do require it to be in its box, its original box, okay? So that's one thing. I've heard that there is a fee if they have to send you another box for shipping. That's an additional fee of $250. I am not 100% sure because I did not get this information from the company, but I have heard that from several people. So you definitely want to make sure that you keep all of the packaging, including all of the foam, everything that comes on that box, you want to keep it. All right, guys, so this is the air filter, the Glowforge air filter, and it is on wheels, so you can kind of turn it around. I'm probably scuffing up my table doing that, but this is the front of it, and this is the back where the power switch is and the AC adapter. All right, so now we are going to get ready and open this should be probably the starter pack and the additional supplies. So in this box, we have the duct for the air filter, and we're going to put that aside. Next, this is the crumb tray for the actual Glowforge, and this goes at the bottom of the Glowforge machine. This is where you would put your material on top of. All right, so let's see what's next. And there is the power cord for the Glowforge. And I'm just going to take this out for when we're ready to plug that in. And it looks like this is the starter kit that comes with the Glowforge. It's about $75 worth of Glowforge's proof grade materials, which is some wood, some acrylic, and also some leather. So we will check this out a little bit later. So now I'm going to get ready and unpackage the Glowforge. You want to make sure that you definitely keep this box. And so I'm just removing all of the protection that's around it, and I'm going to place this aside. along with anything that I remove from the box. All right, y'all, so mine was packaged differently than I expected. I've watched several unboxing videos of the Glowforge, and all of them had like these little tabs that you had to pull out and on the side, but mine, all I had to do once I took off the wraps, all I had to do was literally like barely even cut this open because it was not like, it's not really, there's not really a sticky part on this. So it was pretty easy to open. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the box. So we're ready to take this out. You want to keep everything. You want to even keep the plastic that is wrapped around the Glowforge. And I am going to get some help to lift this Glowforge up to place it on top of the table. All right, guys, so we are about to get this beauty set up. But isn't she lovely? I have set up the Glowforge Pro where I am going to use it. I changed my mind. I'm going to use it right here for now until I figure out some other things. This table was the perfect size for it, and I got this table from IKEA. But as you guys see, I don't have much space here, and there is definitely no window in this room. So I do have the air filter underneath this table, and I will be using the duct that came with the machine to attach it. So that you guys know, I am not doing anything special, okay? I went to the setup.glowforge.com website, and I am following those instructions to a T. I don't want to do anything different or anything. I don't want to go on my own figuring things out. I am using the instructions on their website, and I do recommend for when you get your Glowforge, if you are considering to get one, definitely follow the instructions on the setup.glowforge.com website. They also have a YouTube channel. I know there's tons of people who show their unboxing and initial setup of the Glowforge, but this investment, this is a nice size investment. And so I want you guys to make sure that you are following everything to a T. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to remove the tape from the door, and I can also remove this. All right, and so we are then going to lift the lid. Oh, this thing is so gorgeous. And then we are going to lower the front door. Next, we are going to remove the foam gently. As you guys see, there are lots of different things going on here. All right, and then as you guys see, there are one set of knobs, and we need to remove those knobs. And you are just going to unscrew them. So all of these things that you're taking out, make sure you store them in the box and you hold onto that box for at least a year. Do not throw these out. All right, so now it's time for us to remove this foam. See if you guys can see. So we're going to take this out too. Just kind of gently do it, y'all. You don't really want to like damage anything. So I am gently moving this. And this is your printer head and a lens tool. Okay, so this is your printer head and your lens tool. As y'all can see, I'm being very careful because I've heard that you cannot touch the lens. So I don't just want to touch the lens parts. I'm being very, very careful. All right, guys, so now it's time for us to remove this tape from the laser arm. And you want to gently do it. And this is attached to the ribbon, or to a ribbon underneath, and you want to be very careful when taking it off. You want to gently remove it from the ribbon. All right, and so this tape, you don't need to keep this tape. All right, and so now you want to remove this clip, and you just gently push down on it and it'll pop off. Don't want to scratch it. There you go. And then next you are going to push this back. Gently. Do everything gently, y'all, because, yeah, I'm a little intimidated by this thing. And then you want to remove these little strips, okay? All right, guys, this is the Pro, and there are Pro shields that like you can remove them when you are using the pass-through area. So that's when you're making larger items that's going to be passing straight through your Glowforge. I will not be making any of those items until I am more familiar with the machine. So we are not going to remove that. In fact, they recommend that you keep it attached until you are ready to use the pass-through, because the laser, you don't want those lasers to seep through those areas. So we will not be doing that on camera, but when I do get ready to do a larger item that will utilize the pass-through, I will definitely show how to do that. All right, guys, and now we are going to get ready to put in the crumb tray, and this is what we took out of that accessory box. And all you do is simply slide it in. I'm gonna keep saying do everything, gently. And then this part is where it will touch, and it is in, and we are ready to close the front door. All right, so next we are going to slide the metal plate. This is on the laser arm. We're going to slide it all the way to the right. And as you guys see, our arm is all the way to the back, so you want to make sure that it's pushed all the way to the back. And we are going to get ready to put in the printer head. All right, so I am going to, it's still right here. I'm going to take it out. I want to be very careful with this, because this is pretty much the machine. All right, so here is the printer head, and on the underside, this is where the lens is. Okay, so of course we will be removing that little orange strip. All right, so let's get ready to remove it. And that is the lens. You do not want to touch any part of the lens. I would not touch that either. I'm just touching in the areas that's flat. All right, and then you are going to get the ribbon very gently, and you are going to slide the ribbon into the printer head. All right, I want to kind of get us close up. So there is a tab on the other side. It's flat. On this side, there is a tab on the top, and so you are going to insert it right here into the printer head. There's an opening, and that's where you will slide it. All right, so next we are going to get ready to lower the printer head on top of the metal pieces, and you will feel the magnets. And it just kind of goes on. And now we should be able to freely move our printer head to the center. Alright guys, so this is a lens tool. This does not get that much love now in the as far as unboxing and setting up, but this is to be used. There's a magnetic portion on this side, and this is to be used when you need to clean that lens, because you do not want to touch your lens under any circumstance. And so Glowforge does send 1 pack of lens wipes. You can get these from anywhere. Okay, so it's nothing major, but I just wanted to show you guys that because we did not talk about it. And so in the future, when I do get ready to clean my lens, I will show you all just how I do that. Make sure that you keep every single thing that we talked about, including all the foam. Keep everything, okay? Just in case, I'm not saying that you will have to send anything back, but just in case, we never know, right? So let's keep it all. And now we are going to get ready to close our Glowforge, because believe it or not, guys, that is all we had to do to get our machine prepped. And now we are going to get ready to connect this to the air filter, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to really get that on camera, so let me show you what all comes with the air filter setup. So if you don't have the air filter, you can use this duct and place it outside. Okay, well, place it through your window. Okay, but it comes with these 2 wiring, and this is pretty much to help it clamp on the back part where the opening is, and of course on the filter, or if you are going to be using a window. Focus. So that's what we are going to do now. Okay, so I've attached it in the back. My space is kind of tight, so I didn't do that on camera, but I did attach it to the Glowforge, and as you see, you want to make sure that it's snug and it cannot come off easily. Outside of not touching the lens, setting up your ventilation is the most important part of the setup process. All right, guys, so there's only one thing left for us to do. We have connected the air filter. We have took everything out that doesn't belong in the Glowforge. I've connected the power cord to the back, and you want to make sure you plug this into a wall outlet. You don't want to use an extension cord or a power surge per their instructions. And now all we got to do, y'all, is turn it on. The on and off switch is in the back, and when you plug it in, they recommend that you make sure that it is in the off position prior to plugging it in. All right, so let's flip this switch. And it is lighting up. So the button is going a teal color, and so per their instructions, we can now get ready to continue in the setup process. So now we are in our web browser, and you need to be on setup.glowforge.com. It's very important because it will take you through the steps that you need to be on. And we are going to now locate the Glowforge Wi-Fi in order to get connected to the Wi-Fi. And I am on my Mac, so I will go to Other Networks, and there she is. All right, so we are connected to the Glowforge, and let's just hit refresh the list, and now it is telling me to find my Wi-Fi. And here is my Wi-Fi. We love Wi-Fi. And then type in the password. All right, so it shows that we have successfully connected our Glowforge to my Wi-Fi. And so now it is time to name my new favorite crafting tool. All right, so my Glowforge is a girl, and I will be naming her Belle, because when I opened the box, she was a beauty. So Let's go there. And it is time to make some magic. All right, so we will not be looking at the tutorials now during this unboxing. So now we're in the Glowforge web browser, and this is where you can find projects to make. If you're a premium membership, some of those projects come to you monthly. And now we are just going to select the Snap and Store box to make today. And as you see, it comes with step-by-step instructions, and it also tells you everything that you will need to make your project. Today we will be using a medium piece of plywood in order to make this snap box. All right, so I'm going to load the machine with the wood. Alright guys, so I'm ready to put in our medium basswood plywood, and I am just going to slide this in. There was a protective barrier or protective sheet on top, and it had a QR code on it. I'm not sure if I should have left it in there, but I did change what we were cutting inside of the Glowforge design system. I changed it to this manually. So as I learn, I'm sure we'll get better. So I'm just going to slide this in. All right, and so I did write on a white piece of paper. I kind of cut it a little, but I wrote the name of our Glowforge, and I'm going to put that onto the little snap and store box we make. So you just do that, and you kind of just put that in there, and once we get into the design software, we'll be able to move it around. All right guys, as you see from the camera, we are back in the web browser, but the camera is showing what's inside of the machine, and there's our board. And I am going to create a piece of artwork so that I can pull the name from the written piece that I have there and place that onto the lid of the snap box. And this is pretty much going through how simple it is to actually get that done. All right, so I did have to replace the QR code back onto the board so that the machine could read it. This is our very first cut, and I just did not want to do anything unnecessary. So I went ahead and put that QR code back. But as you see, I placed the name Bell on the lid, and now when I got ready to cut, it is going to give me kind of like an error type of situation where it's unidentified material. You can cut other materials. I just didn't want to go through the process of doing that. So I replaced, as you see here, I put the QR code back so that we didn't have those problems. All right, y'all. So the Glowforge comes with about $75 worth of their proof grade material, meaning it is perfectly safe to use with their machines. If you, or once you get comfortable with using the Glowforge, you may consider getting material from other places. However, you need to make sure that the thickness is acceptable, the width, and that sort of thing. So once you start using it, at least I know once I start using it, I will probably venture off a little bit, but for now I will be using Glowforge's proof grade materials. So what actually comes with your Glowforge? Like, I did not order anything additional. I ordered the Glowforge Pro, and this stuff came with it, so I was able to pretty much get started fairly quickly with cutting one of their projects. Okay, so that first piece was medium-sized plywood or medium plywood basswood, and as you guys saw, it was cutting just fine. And then they also have like a medium hardwood or walnut hardwood. You can't see the color of it because they do send it with like a protective sheet on top, and the protective sheet, it does not, it's sticky, but you can easily take it off, as I did for that last cut that I had. So that's what it looks like. It's not sticky when you take it off. The wood is not sticky at all. And then here is the QR code. This is what Glowforge, the Glowforge machine can read this and know exactly what type of material it is cutting and the settings. You don't have to do anything. However, if you are not using a Glowforge proof grade material or one that has the QR code on it, you have to manually put that into the Glowforge app. So this is a piece of hardwood, walnut hardwood. They also give you a piece of medium natural leather to cut. I have medium basswood hardwood, and it comes with a nice little note from Glowforge. And then you also get medium clear acrylic. Okay, this is a medium clear acrylic piece, and it does have the protective sheet on top, and we want to definitely leave that on there. And then you get cherry plywood, and this is all sized to fit into your Glowforge. Okay, we have medium draft board. Yeah, about 5 sheets of the medium draft wood, and that first piece I cut was the medium plywood. All right, so that's what comes. That's $75 worth of their material. But like I said, you want to look on their site, see what other materials you can cut, and then definitely research a little bit more and see other materials that can be used with your Glowforge. I will be doing that research, so if you continue to watch some of my Glowforge videos, I will update as I go along. But y'all, I'm just learning this machine, so you guys will really be learning it with me. I am not a pro. All right, guys, so that blinking light means to press start, and we will get this going. And remember to tape any paper that you put in down, because I did not tape it down and it was kind of flying. I taped it a little piece down, but you want to make sure everything is secure on your board. So the Glowforge is pretty noisy. However, y'all, it is so worth it. These pieces look amazing. The board is fine. I'm going to save it so that I can reuse it. It took about 7 to 8 minutes to complete this project, which I don't think is a lot of time considering all of these small intricate cuts. And I am going to remove all those small pieces and show you the finished product. And here we have an up-close look at the Glowforge cut and my very first project. All right, y'all. So we are all done with unboxing and setting up this Glowforge and our very first print, and I'm so excited. I was a little intimidated at first by the size and just the safety requirements and everything of it, and as y'all know, sometimes I can be a little reckless, really wearing heat gloves and my mask and that sort of thing. So I was already a little bit worried, and I know that I need to make sure that I'm following all the safety precautions, so you definitely want to do that. But this is what we made. I am really, really happy with it. This is Focus, Belle's first project. She made something for herself, and what she's going to put in it, I don't know, but I'm super happy about it. The only problem that I had was connecting the duct to the air filter and to the Glowforge. You may not have that problem. I have very limited muscle strength in my hand, and so when I was trying to clamp it, I cut myself with the wiring on the duct, but other than that, it was pretty easy. Y'all, this was super easy. I was intimidated by this machine, by the size and just everything, but honestly, y'all, it was up and running like any regular printer. Okay, so If you're concerned about that, don't be. Their web app was very, very easy to maneuver and to figure out. And y'all, this is amazing. So please be on the lookout for my future Glowforge videos. I will be kind of documenting probably in a month or so, once I learn it a little more and create some products. I will be documenting how long it takes me to find or get a return on this investment. All right, so this is the Glowforge Pro. I know a lot of people say that you don't really need the Pro, but I did want the pass-through to be able to cut larger pieces of items. All right, but that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like it and also hit the subscribe button and join us on Facebook at Craftable Things. But I gotta get back to working and learning this Glowforge. So thank y'all so much for watching. Until next time.